Welcome back to Adola of the Good Life. How have you been? I'm so happy to be here, and I'm hoping you're also great. I want to talk today about how easy it is to forgive. How easy do you find it to forgive? You know, when people offend you, when people hurt you, how easy is it for you to just put it aside or actually forgive? So, because there are different people, once they're offended, it's either they brush it aside and see it as one of those things. Life, that's how life is. You know, people will sometimes offend you. You will not, you will have misunderstanding. They have this sort of idea and understanding of, how life works and all that. Or are you someone who feels really, really offended and feels, why did this have to happen? Do you check it out layer after layer and try and peel it off and look at it, how, critically, why did this happen? What was my offense? What did I do to have caused this? Are you that kind of person? And even if you are that kind of person, do you still find it easy to forgive people? There are times in my life I have said to myself, I'm not going to forgive. I'm not going to easily give forgiveness, even as a Christian. This is not as an unbeliever. I've always been a Christian. So I find it hard to just let go. I hold on to things a lot, right? I hold on. I'm like, no, this didn't have to happen. Because I'm the kind of person, when I used to play, when I was a child and I used to play, I didn't want the play to end. I know most people are like that, right? But it was like a part of me just left. Like it wasn't meant to be, especially when the play is sweet. It's not meant to happen, I'm too critical. Do you have a critical spirit, a spirit that you don't find it easy to let go? You don't find it easy to just see it as one of those things. But I thank God as I age and as I grow older, I realize that life happens, people will offend you. Some people have even offended you that you don't even know they don't know that they offended you, right? It's true because, we have different backgrounds. So people may say something, just maybe that's how they say it in their house, or that's how the person was brought up. May say something and it will offend you. Some people use some offensive words, to you, and you're like, how will you use that to me? You take it so personal, like, no, that's so wrong. But that is how the person was raised, or that's how the person sees life. In fact, the person is able to say that to you because the person feels comfortable with you. But you, on the other hand, may not see it that way. So offenses come in different ways. It arises from different kinds of situations. But I feel that in all things, our own life, our own self is paramount. What do I mean? It's the way you see it, it's the way you view it, and it's your reaction at the end of the day, or your response. I heard somewhere that reaction is negative, response is positive. But either way, it's how you view it and how you handle it that matters. Because, like I said, excuse me, some people may not know they've offended you. Some people may not even know the gravity of their offense, of what they've done, right? And sometimes you may not even want to tell the person. What do I mean? You could also be that kind of person. People who are critical, especially people who are critical, they may be like, how will this person not know what they have done? How come they don't know what they have done? So you don't know what you've done. Those kind of things. So because of that, the offense is even more heightened. You feel even worse and all that. I just want to say today that that's life, number one. Life will always happen. Life, not everybody won't be on the same page. And the fact that we are not all on the same page, that will be cause for offense at some point, at some times in our lives. All right? Some people, we all have different backgrounds, and things will come across to each person in different ways. They will grate on each other in different ways. So I feel that as human beings and as people who want good, we should have a spirit, a forgiving spirit. But what I'm going to say more today is, like, even if you have a critical spirit, if you're someone who thinks things through, we should be able to arrive at a conclusion that, well, life, it's going to happen, things like that happen, and also to arrive at a solution that, what could I have done differently? So it depends. If you cherish the friendship, if you cherish the relationship, then you should talk to the person, right? You should let the person know exactly how you feel. And if it's in a situation where you can't really let the person know how you feel, then you may also want to appraise that friendship. You may want to appraise that relationship. I saw a video recently where the person said she had talked to maybe a psychologist or someone, and the person advised that she list out all her friends and put them in boxes. This friend is like this friend is like this. This friend is my encourager, this is my um, inner circle and things like that. The truth of the matter is, what we call friends, right? That word, that term is generally used. My friend, my classmate is my friend. But I think people are using better words now. But I've not really heard anybody saying this is my acquaintance introduced. All right. But anyway, we all know who is who in our lives. And we should be kind, we should be nice, and we should be good. But at the same time, we should create our boundaries, respectfully. And when people hurt us, when people offend us, I think the best thing is to let it go. That's the best thing. Because you are doing yourself a disservice. You are hurting yourself. You keep turning the things around. It may not even be up to what that person did. You will now add more to what might not have really been. So the best solution is to let it go. But before letting it go, I don't really subscribe to people brushing it aside and say, it's life, people will offend you. I'm not sure the kind of life that person will have. I'm not sure the person's outlook to life, what the person's outlook to life will be. If you expect something to always happen, then I think that speaks to some other thing, like you're accepting of anything, which is not supposed to be. I feel that you should appraise it, try and just look at it. Maybe there and then, when that thing has happened, if you're someone you can talk to the person. Like, oh, this happened and I don't really think. I have different friends. I have friends who I can express myself to. I have friends that in a jocular way, I will tell them, oh, what kind of thing is this? So there are some people, because of the way I relate with them, I can actually, table it out and we'll talk about it. And let me tell you, those ones are real. When you have real discussions, a lot of people don't like having real discussions. I'm someone who thrives on discussions. I really like it because I want to understand. I'm the kind of person that will ask you, why do you like me? Why are we friends? Not even if it has to be a serious look, but I have friends like, what's your problem? What's wrong with you? Why are you so serious? Anyway, but in all things, if you're going to, I don't think we should brush it aside. That's my own take. Let's brush offense aside. Let's look at it critically and see what has happened, where you are wrong. Because offense sometimes it takes two, right? Sometimes you didn't do anything. But also, let us not be that kind of person that is always someone else that has done us wrong. Maybe we'll talk about that some other time. But let us be someone who, when someone offends us, we look at it. What have I done? If I haven't done anything, why is this person talking to me like this? Why did this kind of thing happen? And then just forge a solution. And ultimately, let's forgive the person. Forgiveness doesn't mean you become chummy. Doesn't mean you become best of friends. It just means you release that particular offense. It's that particular offense, that thing that person has done. And if there's a culture of it with that same person or with that same group, then you may want to appraise the whole thing and see if this is what you really want to do or not. I hope we have been blessed by these few words. Till next time, keep enjoying the good life.